Election fever turn up as Jamaicans show support for their favorite party. Racing United takes early lead in Premier League. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. Election fever turn up at Jamaica with both the JLP and the PNP doing last-minute campaign, bringing out both Labour rights and power gun to the rallies across all 14 parishes. Apparently, the people are not willing to sit this one out like the last time, so the rallies are showing massive crowds and dancing frenzy and singing party goers. The rallies are now more like stage shows with each party bringing out entertainers and sound system playing expensive dub plates from favorite artists. Seem as if the people who actually sell their vote to the highest bidder are already satisfied with their lump sum, and the ones who you buy with a drink of rum and a piece of saltfish already get them share. The thing turn up, sir, and it is dead heat to the wire as no one knows who will win this election on Wednesday. School, which was slated to be open today, will remain closed until next week as some schools are being used as polling stations. My 4-year-old grandniece says she's not voting for none of them, while her brother, who is 6, said he's voting for Andrew. Polls showing both parties across the nation are at a statistical tie. Don Anderson poll gave the PNP the edge as 37.6% of the 1,010 individuals polled who said they would vote for the opposition compared to 34.5% for the JLP. So the loser on Wednesday night are going to go through shock and will need a stiff J. Ray and Neville to calm the nerves as no sleep will come for the rest of this week. Meanwhile, a large police operation in downtown Kingston on Thursday last resulted in several people being detained for weapon offenses, police said. In the commercial district over the past 3 to 4 weeks, going into about 6 weeks, there have been some stabbing incidents in the general space, and that emanated from interpersonal conflict with persons who seem to can't settle their difference over a conversation, and as such, those stabbing incidents have featured 6 out of 12 murders that we have in the division since the start of the year, according to Deputy Superintendent of Police Rohan Ritchie. 12 persons were taken into custody on Thursday, but the people are complaining that the soldiers are beating up the men for no reason while taking them into custody. The police have now solved the double murder committed in Moras District in Westmoreland last year. 26-year-old Jovain Hines, otherwise called Pooh, has been charged in connection with the fatal shooting of 22-year-old Javon Locke, otherwise called Lucky, and 36-year-old Kemar Lawson, otherwise called Chargy. The incident occurred about 1:25 p.m. on November 22nd. Investigators had reported that Locke and Lawson were at a house in Whitton when the accused and 2 other armed men invaded the dwelling, and they shot both victims. Hines was captured in a police operation on July 22nd, and he was subsequently charged based on witness statement. Meanwhile, police are trying to determine the circumstances which led to a man being shot dead at his home in the upscale community of Glencoe in Spalding, Clarendon on Thursday night. The victim has been identified as Dean Melvin, 62, an architect and resident of Mimosa Drive in Glencoe. According to a police report, sometime after 9 p.m., Melville was at home with his family when he was shot in the neck, and his wife told detectives that he was asleep when she observed that his licensed firearm was positioned on a nightstand where his phone is normally kept. She told detectives that while attempting to move the weapon, her husband awoke and grabbed the gun, which then went off, hitting him in the neck. The injured man was rushed to the Percy Judah Hospital where he was pronounced dead. And of course, he's dead, so he cannot give his side of that story. On to sports. Kingston College and Garvey Massey High go in defense of their respective titles in a little over a week as the 2025 season of the Issa Urban and Rural Area Schoolboy Football Competition, the Manning Cup and the Doncaster Cup, is set to kick off the first week of September. Over 100 schools will be competing for schoolboy football supremacy when the 2025 season kicks off September 6. Garvey Massey will clash with Foga High, while Kingston College will battle former champions Charlie Simmet in the 8 p.m. encounter, and both games are set to be played at the Stadium East Field. Meanwhile, big names Andre Blake, Leon Bailey, Bobby Reed, and Joel Latibodiere have all been omitted from the Reggae Boys squad for this month's World Cup qualifying match against Bermuda and Trinidad and Tobago because of injuries. Meanwhile, three players, striker Bailey, Carter Materi, defender Kyle Duncan, and midfielder Ian Frey, could don the black, green, and gold for the very first time. Karabateri is currently at Sheffield Wednesday, while the MLS pair of Ian Frey and Kyle Duncan ply their trade at Inter Miami and New York Red Bulls, respectively. Jamaica will kick off their final round of World Cup qualifier against Bermuda on September 5th. Then they will host Trinidad and Tobago at the National Stadium on September 9th. 2016 Rio Olympics 100 meters finalist Christiana Williams has now officially completed her switch of allegiance from Jamaica to Austria. The announcement came via social media last Friday. And what we're seeing is that a lot of Jamaican athletes are now switching allegiance from Jamaica to several other countries. Williams, who continued to compete in track and field, is set to represent Austria in the sport of bobsledge. She teamed up with Austrian pilot Katrin Bieri and made her bobsledge debut earlier this year in January. The 30-year-old Williams was 8th in the 100 meters final at the 2016 Rio Olympics, and the event was won by Elaine Thompson-Hera. Williams, a former Edwin Allen High School standout, also led off Jamaica's gold medal winning sprint relay team at the Rio Games. And the Jamaica Premier League kicked off last week with 5 games. Racing United seems to be the hot team in the early stage, winning 2 of 2 games and beating 2 of last year's top teams convincingly. Last week, they clapped Annette Gardens 5-1, and now they beat Waterhouse 2-1 last night. Chapelton Maroons beat Harborview 2-0, while Dunbeholden edged Spanish Town Police 1-0. And that's gonna be news and sports on your favorite community radio. My name is Mikey Bones. Have a great day, everybody. I gone.